I am in the Psalms in my daily Bible reading. In Psalm 107, a storm rolls in. Sudden, terrifying, chaotic. Men out at sea doing business, navigating the waters with seasoned skill, until they're no match for what rises around them. They saw the deeds of the Lord, his wondrous works in the deep. For he commanded and raised the stormy wind, which lifted up the waves of the sea. They mounted up to heaven. They went down to the depths. Their courage melted away in their evil plight. Psalm 126 ESV, and then something familiar stirs. Doesn't this sound like another storm? My mind jumped instantly to Mark 4. The disciples, fishermen, no strangers to rough waters, suddenly caught in a squall so fierce it threatened to swamp the boat, and Jesus, asleep, head on a cushion. The one who calms chaos was resting in it. And a great windstorm arose, and the waves were breaking into the boat so that the boat was already filling. But he was in the stern, asleep on the cushion. And they woke him and said to him, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" Mark 4, verse 37-38. That question, they cried to him in their trouble. Just like in Psalm 107, they reeled and staggered like drunken men and were at their wits' end. Then they cried to the Lord in their trouble, and he delivered them from their distress. Psalm 107, 27-28 ESV. Here's where it gets even more stunning. In the psalm, God stills the storm. He made the storm be still, and the waves of the sea were hushed. Then they were glad that the waters were quiet, and he brought them to their desired haven. Psalm 29-30. And in Mark, and he awoke and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, "Peace, be still." And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. He said to them, "Why are you so afraid? Have you still no faith?" Mark 4:39-40 ESV. This isn't coincidence. Mark wants us to make the connection. The same voice that spoke peace in Psalm 107 is the voice the sea obeys in Mark 4. But here's the thing that gives me chills. In Psalm 107, it's Yahweh, the covenant name of God, who calms the storm. That's what Lord in all caps means, Yahweh. So what does it mean when Jesus rebukes the sea and it listens? It means Yahweh is in the boat. No wonder the disciples didn't cheer. No wonder they didn't breathe a sigh of relief. They were terrified, and they were filled with great fear and said to one another, "Who then is this that even the wind and the sea obey him?" Mark 4:1 EV. They were starting to realize Jesus wasn't just a prophet with power. He was the one they'd worshipped all their lives. The one they sang about in the Psalms, the one who commands the waters and brings men safely home. Did they fully understand it in that moment? Maybe not, but the Spirit was revealing it through every miracle. Yahweh wasn't just near, he was with them, in flesh and blood, asleep in the stern. Isaiah was right all along. Jesus was Emmanuel, God with us.